Well, Christian, you get an awful lot right at Red Bull. You're even at the moment defending, trying to win a 5th Drivers' Championship with Max, but obviously not everything goes right. You've had to make a driver change coming here. It's been depicted as pretty ruthless. It's obviously pretty tough on Liam Lawson. He's having to deal with it. He looks all right today, to be fair, but why did you have to make that change after just 2 events?
I think with everything that we saw in Australia and China, you could see that it was really affecting Liam quite badly, and I think that we could have left it. And I think that Liam is a driver with talent. Maybe within half a season he would have got there, but we just don't have that amount of time. And I think that we're in a fortunate position where we have the 2 teams, and for him to step back into that Racing Bulls environment, utilise the experience of Yuki, and we have to accept, I think we were asking too much of him too soon. So this is for him to again nurture that talent that we know that he has back in the Racing Bull seat, whilst giving the Yuki the opportunity and looking to make use of the experience that he has.
Yeah. I'm sure it's not the pleasantest thing you have to do as a team boss to break that news. You've been a driver yourself. Do you understand how tough it is for him to rationalise in the short term?
Of course it's horrible, because you're taking away someone's dreams and aspirations, but sometimes you've got to be cruel to be kind, and I think that in this instance, this is not the end for Liam, and that's what I was very clear with him, is look, there's a sample of 2 races. I think that we've asked too much of you too soon. We've got work to do with the car. We need to improve the car. We need to draw on the experience that Yuki has, and in the meantime you need to go and rebuild yourself in the Racing Bulls, in an environment that you know and that is perhaps slightly less pressured than Red Bull Racing.
You talk about it being a duty of care to take him out the firing line, as it were, Christian. Perhaps people on the outside are struggling to marry that with how painful it must be taking him out of that seat after just 2 races, but you see what's going on the inside. Is there anything that can make people better understand why it was the right move?
Look, I think obviously it's always very hard taking away someone's dreams and aspirations, but I think in this instance it was very, very clear. It was something that was very clear to the engineering side within the team, just how much Liam was struggling with it all, and you could see that weight upon his shoulders, and so the engineers were coming to me very concerned about it. At the end of the day, I think it was the logical thing to do. We have to take responsibility. I think we asked too much of him too soon. Put him back into the Racing Bulls, allow him to continue to develop and nurture. He's only done 13 Grand Prix, the door is not shut on him for the future.
Okay. So Yuki comes in. Is there not the risk that he could struggle just as much as Liam did with that car?
Yeah, there is, but then it points the finger very firmly at the car, and I think that what we have with Yuki is a driver with 4 and a bit years experience that he's able to draw on. The engineers will be able to draw on that to help progress the development of the car over the balance of the season. So I think for him it's a tall order jumping straight into the car, but it's at a track that he knows well, and we've done it soon enough for it to have a large enough impact for the rest of the year.
So you won't be making another change, even if he takes time to bed in. You're going to give him to the end of the season.
I think that Yuki has done 4 and a bit seasons in Formula One. We know his skill set very well, and I think that it will be firmly on us to develop the car to ensure that it's drivable for both drivers.
If he does well, does he carry on beyond this year then? Is this a real opportunity for him to stake a claim to that Red Bull seat long term?
Well, he's under contract for several years to come, so we have those options on him for the future. But at the moment our focus is on the here and now, and he's got the opportunity, he's earned that opportunity, and now it's down to him to make the most of it.
Yeah. Is it the man or is it the car with this second seat? What is the big problem? Because it's been a chronic one, hasn't it? You have to admit.
I think it's a combination. I mean, I think you could arguably say that in previous years we perhaps promoted drivers too soon. I think particularly if I think back to Alex Albon's time, Pierre Gasly was rushed through as Daniel Ricciardo moved to Renault at that time as well. So I think that particularly in Red Bull Racing, perhaps we have moved these juniors too soon. But that's why we have a young driver program and a talent pool that we're looking to develop and obviously invest in, which has given many drivers. I think 7 of the current drivers on the grid have come through that Red Bull Junior program at some point in time.
Okay. The main man obviously sets a very high benchmark, Max Verstappen. How is he dealing with this change to his teammate? I think it was Helmut Marko the other day in an interview said he's not happy about it. Have you detected any disquiet on his behalf about you making this change?
Well, look, I mean, of course, I think he was surprised at the speed, but I mean, he could also see how much Liam was struggling. He knows that where we need to improve on the car. He's been working really hard with the engineering team. We had a very good session with him, last week, where he's just very focused on improving the car, finding those final few tenths to get us really on terms with the McLarens ahead.
Okay, and this weekend then, I mean, it's how open is it? Do you come here? You'll come here with a driver that 90% of the crowd, I think, will be hoping to see on the podium or better. Can you be contenders for that kind of result or even the victory?
It's going to be interesting. I mean, Suzuka's a track that has tended to suit us over the last certainly 3 years, and it's a track that Max really loves. It's a track that Yuki knows well, but the McLarens are the form car at the moment. So we'll be looking to take the fight to them at one of the best circuits on the tour.